Hello everyone, Matty here, coming to you again from post-production. This is episode 6 of Let's Play Darkwood, and I'm coming to you in post again because the audio did not record for this particular episode. So I recorded episodes 5 and 6 back to back. That's why my outfit is the same, time of day is the same. And when I was using OBS, I'm guessing that it didn't recognize my default audio input device, and so it didn't record my audio track, my vocal audio track. The game audio recorded fine. I record the audio track separately so I could do post-processing on my vocal audio. But anyways, let's get to it. Last night was a very productive night. We got a shiny stone from the dream sequence from injecting ourselves with essence, and we got an extra shiny stone from a nighttime event. So we're going to grab a shovel blade, and we're going to grab some duct tape. And then we're going to also grab some bullets, because this is the point where I said that I want to start stocking up on ammo. We have plenty of gas. I was like, yeah, we have plenty of nails. I got rid of them, and I'm like, I want to stock up on ammo. The sooner you start stocking up on ammo, because ammo is hard to find, the way I understand it. The sooner you start stocking up on ammo, the better off you'll be. The better off you'll be, because you'll certainly be using more of it later on. So we'll go ahead and craft the shovel. Yeah, the shovel has a couple of problems. So the shovel is hands down the best melee weapon in the game because of its range and the sheer amount of damage it does. But at the same time, the shovel is very slow. It's very slow. It takes longer to actually swing and attack. The charge up's roughly the same, I think. But when you actually swing, there's a bit of a delay from when you actually initiate the action and when the attack lands. So you kind of need to time it right. If you get it too early, you're not going to hit. And if you do it too late, you might get hit and lose your charge. Of course, you could always use the middle mouse button, but I don't think that does nearly as much damage. We'll grab a metal pipe so I can reinforce the shovel, get some upgrades on it. Of course, a fully upgraded shovel is an absolute menace in this game. The shovel and the axe are both excellent weapons. For melee, you'll want to get them both. At least, now I've never gotten the axe, aside from the prologue, but the prologue's not really an opportunity to test it. So sharpened for more damage and better materials for better durability. Repairing the shovel's actually pretty easy. Sorry about that cut. I was doing a couple of things. I was afraid that I had screwed up the wedding. So, like, there's an event in the Dry Meadow called the Wedding, which is one of the best, most memorable events in the game, in my opinion. And on night number 2, we got a knock at the door, but there wasn't anything there. Usually, if there's a knock at the door, they're going to leave something there for you. And I was afraid that the game had glitched out and not left the wedding invitation. And so I was looking for the wedding code, and then I was also checking to make sure I was actually recording, because that would be very not great if I wasn't recording. I don't want to miss a whole day in this game. But everything is fine. I wasn't able to find the code, but as I said, we'll actually get the code later in this episode. So what I'm doing is I am going along the perimeter of the Dry Meadow. So we've gotten to pretty much, with the exception of the wedding, we've gotten to pretty much every single area of interest in the Dry Meadow. We're really reaching the end of shit that we can do here. And so at this point, I'm just going around making sure that I got everything, making sure that I'm not missing anything. And what's actually going to happen, I almost walked into that bear trap. What's actually going to happen is I'm going to start off with an empty inventory, and I'm going to come back with a full inventory. Like, that's pretty amazing. I'm going to come back with a full inventory, just all the shit that I found going along the perimeter. We got a locked crate, so I'm actually going to run back and grab a lockpick. We've got the time to do it. It's only 11 in the morning. 9:11. Just running on back. We already searched that crate right there. Yeah, it's possible, but it's really difficult to get lost in Darkwood. At least in the Dry Meadow. But like all these maps are so packed with shit that it's pretty difficult to run through the level without running into something of interest. And then now you know where you are on the map, you can figure out what direction you need to head in. We'll craft up some lockpicks. Unfortunately, I don't have enough wire to make two, which is what I kind of wanted to do, just in case I ran into another locked crate. Locked crates are really good. They usually have useful shit in them. And we found another bear trap. Lots of scrap metal. Lord knows we're going to need that for our shovel. But yeah, eventually we're going to try to get the axe. Not in this episode. We're kind of short on reputation. We need to do 3 nights. It's 3 nights in the Silent Forest. Will get us the reputation we need to get an axe head, 450, as opposed to like 5 nights in the Dry Meadow. But yeah, once you reach a point like this where you've exhausted all the resources you could possibly get, you're kind of just going to be bleeding resources from that point forward. Sure, I could farm resources. I could farm reputation. I could, constantly go to the trader and I could get gasoline because you get enough reputation to get gasoline. I could fill the generator up, and then I could just go night after night after night and slowly build up that reputation so that I could just completely stock up on shit. And I don't know if there's like a cap on how long you can stay in the Dry Meadow, but I feel like it's possible. But that we're on time here, right? Okay, we're not gonna do like Darkwood episode 100, entering the Silent Forest, because I wanted to farm enough reputation to get there. But hey, it might have taken us 100 goddamn days to get there, but we have, 1,000 shotgun shells. At that point, you're probably just going to shoot stuff willy-nilly. You're like, ammo's precious. Please. I don't know. I could try that in a different playthrough. But that would just take too long, though. It's definitely something I'd like to try, though. Like, it sounds interesting. To just kind of sit there and just farm reputation. And just wait there. A savage jumped out at me. But I killed him in one hit with the shovel, because the shovel is just such a good goddamn weapon. Rest in peace, that elk. I took his horns. Why are they still on him? I guess that's just because Sprite work. I thought I saw a corpse up there. Oh well. It's not a big deal. Actually, I think I might have already searched him, but it's not a big deal. He probably only had like 1 item on him. Even though like 1 item is precious. But yeah, no. God, I'm really thinking about that. Wouldn't that just be ridiculous if you could just farm reputation just by doing nights in the Dry Meadow? Because all you really need in the Dry Meadow is gasoline. Like, shit is not going to attack you, and shit is not going to attack you enough to really wear down your resources. Occasionally, you might have to kill like 1, maybe 2 things in your hideout. Maybe they might do a little bit of damage to a barricade. But like, even with 100 reputation per night, you would easily be in a net positive. I don't know. Maybe I might do that in preparation for the swamp, which is chapter 2. I'm just exploring the wedding area right now. I haven't gotten the code yet. I'm just looking around, trying to see if maybe I need to go deeper into the building to trigger it. But, like, when I insert, like, goddamn, that would be so ridiculous. If, like, you just walk into the swamp with, like 10, you spent, like, a long-ass time farming reputation. You walk in, and it's like you have 10,000 medium-caliber bullets. It's like everyone else says, oh, ammo is precious. And then you get in, and you're like, ammo really... Yeah, that well doesn't look destroyed. It looks pretty fine. Like, you get in, you're like, yeah, no, ammo is actually quite plentiful. I have a lot of it. You can just start gadding shit. I don't know. I'm going to try to conserve ammo. I'm going to try to conserve it to when we actually need it. That's going to be in the old woods and in the swamp. Let's see. Little texture glitch right there. They're just stuck at a perpetual wedding. That sounds like fucking hell to me. Like, I've been to a wedding before, and weddings just suck so much. Like they just suck. They suck, and the food is usually shit. Like, why do we gotta have this weird-ass fucking wedding food? Why can't we just have, like, a barbecue wedding? I can tell you that if I ever get married, I'm gonna have a barbecue. And if any of my family or anyone objects, I'm gonna tell them to not come. Like, you don't like barbecue? If you really don't like barbecue, if you want shit like croissant, croissant sandwiches, bring them yourself. You could bring them yourself and watch no one eat them. Because, you know, we'll be having burgers and hot dogs and pizza, shit that I actually like, and whatever boy or girlfriend I get, I hope will like as well. The only fancy part of that wedding is going to be the cake, because I'm going to buy it from fucking Costco. So this right here is the entrance to the Silent Forest. We're not going to touch that just yet. So the plan for next episode is we're going to go straight to the Silent Forest hideout, because we got to move in there. We're kind of done with the Dry Meadow. As much as I would like to sit here and just farm reputation, that's just not viable for a YouTube series. I mean, I could do it off camera, but I would prefer to keep everything documented. But, we're gonna go straight to the Silent Forest hideout, and then we actually get the code for the wedding later on. And so, we're going to, once we drop all our shit off, we're gonna run right back, attend the wedding, and then we're going to head back to the Dry Meadow hideout, grab some more shit, head back to the Silent Forest, call the bike man. We'll call the bike man, get him to bring the rest of our crap over, but we should have enough stuff on us to keep the generator fully fueled and to reinforce the house. The Silent Forest hideout is roughly similar to the Dry Meadow, except there are more holes in the wall. There's two rooms where the walls are just almost completely blown out and exposed to the open. But it's still very doable. Very doable. I don't quite have a full strategy for the Silent Forest. I prefer to hole up in one of the complete rooms. I will barricade the doors, keep a window open. Oh yeah, we found like a crate here, and we're gonna lockpick it and hope that I can fit all this shit in my inventory, which very fortunately I can. Get a Molotov cocktail from that. That's gonna be useful later on when we're getting into the Silent Forest. But we'll figure it out when we get there. I gotta take a look at the hideout, figure out where all the safe areas are, what the vulnerabilities are. This right here is the barrier to the old woods, which we're not really we can't go there yet. The other side of that house looks so nice. I'd like to be there instead of here. We're going to go up to the brook, and once I get to the brook, I will be satisfied with the level of exploration. I feel like there was a corpse in the southeast that we missed, but it's not a big deal. It's probably got like 1 or 2 rags on him, which while items are important, they're not that important. Especially since next episode we're going to be on such a limited time scale. Like, I'm trying to imagine what this would look like in real life. Like, you've got just a bunch of woods surrounding you, but then, like, you've just got this nice open field with, like, a few trees on it. So, riding back to the hideout, we're going to drop our shit off. As you can see, wasn't expecting to get as much stuff as I, because we've already explored most of the areas of interest. We still have to go to the wedding. Always have to attend a wedding. But we ended up with a full inventory just from corpses and locked chests. And we got a Molotov cocktail, which again is important for getting us into the Silent Forest. We still have that tire. I don't know what the value of the tire is. Just readjusting myself in the seat. Or at least farmer me is. I'm trying not to readjust myself in the seat. Because my chair is listen. My chair squeaks like a bitch. When I was in college, I would always get complaints from my teammates to stop reclining in my chair because of how much it would squeak. God, I remember senior design having to build a. We built a web application for one of the departments at our school, and I just remember going through that ordeal. Oh God, I would much rather go through Darkwood than go through senior design. I mean, maybe. Well, okay, no. To be fair, my guy can't eat or drink. And so, considering that that's not an issue, it's just health and stamina, I feel like that's a more agreeable apocalypse to me. Of course, what people forget in an apocalypse is that statistically speaking, you're dead. Because the apocalypse usually kills most people. And plus, in all fairness, I would much rather be referred to as Matt, Matty, or Matthew than, I guess in the theme of Darkwood, the Twink. You know, you got the Doctor, the Stranger, the fucking Snail, and then the Twink. Even though I don't sound like a twink. The rain stopped, so that's nice. It is almost 1800 hours. So we're going to start, sun's going to start going down now. And so the only event that really happened during the night, I did have an enemy come in to my house and I had to kill it. And I think a dog tried to break down my door but got nowhere. But I think the most eventful thing that happened was I got the wedding invitation. Which I would have preferred to get that earlier on so I wouldn't have to do this weird ass go to the Silent Forest and come back to the fucking wedding and then we gotta go. But maybe it does work out because the bike man won't get all of your shit to you instantly. It takes like a day, I think. Or maybe not. I forget how long it takes. But I need some of these resources on hand to do stuff like barricades. Which, when we get to the Silent Forest, I think the strategy I'm going to use, assuming that the house is oriented in such a way that the exposed rooms are on the west side of the house, I'll probably hole up in the north side of the house. And I'll hole up in the north side of the house, and I'll barricade the door on the west, and maybe the door on the east. And I'll leave the window open, as well as the south area. Actually, I think I'll barricade the south area. Or at the very least, I'll put some furniture in the way. Because that is a way you can cheat the cone of visibility here. Because you could see furniture move. You could see furniture move despite the cone of visibility. Only despite your cone of visibility. So what you can do is you can actually put furniture down, and you'll see it move if something pushes it, despite it not being in your cone of visibility. So that's a way you can kind of cheat it, and you can see if something is coming at you. But it's also not the most reliable, because there are nighttime events which will move your shit around. The time is now 19:30. We've got about 30 minutes, or 30 seconds rather, until we got to get inside properly. Generator's coming on at 45. We're going to hole up at 20, and we're going to make it through to the night. As I said, we're going to get a wedding invitation at some point. God, why can't I go out at night? Why can everyone else go out? Why can the villagers go out at night? Why can everyone else go out at night but me? And nighttime is now started, so we've got about 5 minutes until we make it to dawn and to the end of this episode. I recorded these commentaries back to back as well, just because I was so disappointed with myself when I found out that my audio did not fucking record. I gotta move. I'm moving to a new apartment in a few months. And so I'll find a better place to record, because I'm right next to the intake vent for my air conditioner. Oh, you got a savage here, so I'm about to kick his ass. He just jumped through the window. Oh god, I just whooped his ass with the shovel. I kind of lost track of what I was doing, and I middle mouse buttoned. Which, the middle mouse button, I kind of complained about it in the first episode, but the middle mouse button will come in clutch in a pinch. If you need to just get someone off your ass, the middle mouse button does definitely help. So I turned on my moth ability so I could regenerate some health. Once my health was regenerated, I'm then going to shut the lamp off so that the sound of it isn't interfering with me. For the Silent Forest hideout, there is another layout we can get. It's possible that the blown out rooms might be on like the south side or the north side, but the layout will only ever really be rotated. We won't we'll be able to get into the room that I want. So I turn my lamp back on. We got another savage coming in. He's a stone-throwing savage, so he's an asshole. But I kill him in one hit, because I'm just that good. And because the shovel is just amazing. Yeah, the shovel isn't really that great with dogs, or anything that kind of charges you, I think. But that's probably because I haven't quite gotten the timing down on it right. Another game I gotta play is Outlast, because Outlast Trials is coming out soon. But at the same time, it's a multiplayer game, and I kind of don't want to record that, because like my friends and I will say some pretty horrendous shit. When we'll make a lot of jokes and whatnot. And if I'm recording, I try to put a filter on what it is I say. Limit it to fuck and whatnot, but I don't know. And plus, I don't think he'd appreciate being recorded. But I'm looking forward to Outlast Trials. Multiplayer horror games are almost always a lot of fun. Phasmophobia comes to mind, because you can just get drunk and shoot the shit, and then laugh at each other when you die. Time is 4 a.m. We are waiting for the nighttime to finish up, and then we'll be done. I will always make sure that the fucking audio input is specifically set. Oh yeah, so this is when I get the knock at the door. Oh yeah, that's right. I found some poison mushrooms here. Which, that was a really... That's another beneficial nighttime event, because you can throw that in the oven. So yeah, we pick up the invitation, 9425. So, next episode, after we visit the Silent Forest hideout and get that hideout active, we'll pay a visit to the wedding, get through that event. Then we'll head back to the Dry Meadow hideout, pick up some more shit, and then properly move into the Silent Forest. If I don't have enough time, we can always relight the Dry Meadow hideout. There's a dog out here. I tried to go get it, but it didn't work. He's gonna try to go in through the door. But if I run out of time next episode, we'll just hole up in the Dry Meadow hideout. I don't need a lot of resources to get through here. And if I end up spending another night in the Dry Meadow hideout, we'll end up... Yeah, see, the dog's trying to get through the door. We'll just end up properly settling into the Silent Forest next episode. Oh, sorry, not next, but the episode afterwards. But here comes dawn. Dogs don't really do a lot of damage to your barricades. Like, as you can see, my door was very secure. It didn't really lose a lot of health. But yeah, so that's pretty good. I'm looking forward to recording next episode. We have a lot of shit ahead of us. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. That's it. See you next episode. We're done here.